All right, we're going to take a look at how to add voice calls to the DragonOS public or DragonOS Focal public R1. Just takes a change in a configuration file, and then when you're setting up your GSM network, you'll be able to make voice calls. I'm sure there's some tweaking that can be done, but what we're going to do is take a look at the Osmo-mgw.cfg file. I've already made some changes to it. By default, the only thing that's uncommented is the top here, mgcp, and the 3 lines below it. So I've stuck exclamation marks in front of all those lines. The next few lines, they are there. I didn't touch that. What I've added is a different set of settings here, mgcp. And I'll put this in the description, and then I'm going to build this in, and I find that this at least enables GSM calls in my tests here, along with the text that already work, the SMS messages. So from here down is what will be added to this file. I'm going to go ahead and close out of that. And we'll move this to the background a second. And just like I showed in the previous video, we're going to start it. We'll have 3 windows here, and we're going to start up 3 things. But first, almost forgot, we'll do systemctl start, and you'll want to start the HLR, the MGW, the MSC, and the STP. Okay. Now, we will start our, and I've got the LimeSDR plugged in, so LimeSDR Mini is plugged in. And we'll start the TRX LMS. To do a dash capital C for this particular one, and because I'm in the where the configuration files are in the Ussd Osmo-com, I'm just starting it straight from there. We'll start up the BSC. It's a lowercase c, and then we will start up our BTS. At this point, when I hit enter on this next line here, it's going to be transmitting. So research your local laws and whatnot. Make sure you've taken appropriate precautions here so that you're not getting yourself in any trouble transmitting. I have something built here where it doesn't go outside of this area. So let's see. Oop. We need to refer to the BTS file. All right, so we're online. I've got 2 phones here. They're probably already starting to connect, a S3 and an S4. Let's see. All right, one is the S4 is connected. Waiting on the S3. Sometimes I find I have to put it in airplane mode. Alright, I'll go ahead and put it in airplane mode and take it off of airplane mode. And it's okay, so they're both now connected. In the previous video, which I didn't cover here, I already stuck the 2 MZs for these phones in the HLR and gave them MSI SDN numbers. And so I should be able to call now. So this is from the S4 to the S3. And test. Yeah, I It's coming through, the audio is coming through. All right, and then from the S3 to the S4. All right. And we got audio. Okay. All right. So that fixes that. That was pretty quick. One thing I forgot to show was I have a HackRF plugged in, and Kalibrate, I've actually used the one for HackRF. So you should be able to use this, because I know this is DCS 1800 right now, but you should be able to use that to scan for and find the base station. I'll leave it run for a second and we'll come back. I'll come back to this. Okay, so I let it run for a little while. Might not look like it's doing anything. You could put verbose and enable debug messages, and you'll see that it's scanning through all the channels and frequencies. So came back, found my base station here. I guess while I've got this going, I might as well show gr-gsm. If we look at the options for livemon, we'll see that we can specify a frequency and a device, and because DragonOS Focal has a lot of things built into it, it's best that we specify that we're actually using the HackRF, and then we can do the -F for frequency. We can go 1876.2M, and we'll just take a look at gr-gsm. You might have to move the I might have to move it a little bit here. And you'll know you're on it when you start seeing the data flowing across here. And then because I haven't shown it before, might as well go ahead and we'll do open up Wireshark. And we'll pick the loopback device. You want to go up here, you can do a filter of GSM tap. Hit enter. Now you're looking at the GSM traffic, and you probably could see, because I know that this Osmo-NITB, the BTS and stuff is not set up with encryption by default, so that's a whole nother topic, but you can probably just send a text across. You can see scrolling past the immediate assignment stuff. You could probably dig in there and mess with looking at SMS. Okay, but I'm going to stop right here. That's enough with this. That's a few things there. I'm going to shut down the Lime on this, and we're going to take a look at something else here. So I'm plugging the LimeSDR. I'm going to plug it into another computer I have close by here that's running a DragonOS 10, which is Debian based. I was just trying something out, which is a Rogue BTS. So jump over here. I'll put the page in the description. You can see these set of scripts here can enable data, asterisk support, monitoring online subscribers, automatic interaction with new users. I've had the SMS and USSDs work, the spamming and the broadcasting. I don't have this in DragonOS yet. It took a while to get it to work properly. So we'll just take a look here. Let's see. And this is going to show MZs, so let me get this set up here. Come up with something. There's a lot of setup involved. You can see the config.json. You can have a sender extension be a name or just a made-up number that'll come across the phone, and what'll happen is on this SMS enabled true and then the message, this will, as soon as the phones connect to this base station, they will get text messages. And this setup is enabling essentially anyone to get sucked into it. You don't have to put MZs and information in the HLR. It just will accept anybody. So you obviously got to be really careful with this. All right, so let's take a look. So if we do, you need to run it with sudo once everything is installed. And what I'm going to do is, because you really can't see the phones here in front of me, I'll just do, you'll just have to take my word for it, but we'll do the enable automatic interaction, and we'll, yeah, that's probably about it. I haven't, I'm still messing with the asterisk support. I do see the eGPRS, I see the edge coming up on the phone. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so we'll do dash interact. So I found the LimeSDR Mini. I'm just going to put this box here. Okay, and try a couple of things here. All right, so the BTS is on, and both phones here, or at least one, has connected to the BTS on its own, and it got a text message just like you saw in the configuration file. If you're reading this, then you are resistance with the number at the top that was in the configuration file. And let's see, I'll get the other phone to and then you can see the numbers that they get assigned over here. So let's, while I've got one connected, and this other one might need to be restarted. I'll let it restart. Okay, so let's go ahead and mess with the one that is connected here. Let's take a look at the SMS Broadcast. Let's see. Oops. Extension and message. So we'll do extension 131. And we wait a second. And I got a text message. All right. So what else can we do? We can do SMS Spam, trying to remember. Okay, so 131, we'll do 10 times, and we'll say test. And let's see, waiting for the other phone. All right, I don't know what's up with that one, so we'll just focus on this one here. This will send 10 messages from random numbers. And they're all coming in now. Let me take a look at this other. All right, and then last, we'll take a look at the Ussd broadcast. So you can send, there's different types. We'll do a 2, and again, test. And I'm registering with the other phone here. Sometimes it, okay. You should see, there we go. Should see the other one pop up. All right, and now sending this Ussd broadcast, it puts that box, over the top, where it would look like you got a emergency message or something. All right, so that's just kind of a sneak peek of that, and I got to figure out the whole asterisk part. It's supposed to be able to call the phone, and yeah, I'll keep messing with it.